Also a fantastic show now. And,
then because you couldn't take that many pictures on the mountain. So it was a different experience, right?
yes. And
So when there's my
what many people don't know is that Jim Morrison was also a great poet. He has written much poetry.
The same with Leonard Cohen. People just know that he was a singer, but Leonard Cohen always said that I am first a poet and then a singer because I don't sing well, but I write my whole life. I saw an amazing documentary about Leonard Cohen by, I think, Palmer? I think his name is Palmer. He also did a documentary about the Beatles. But the documentary that he went with them for a whole tour and he recorded everything and he received an award for that. It was so real. And with Cohen it was too hard because he didn't want to cooperate. But he made such a beautiful documentary. It's called The Bird on the Wire. I tried it. It's so real because it was not safe. He was walking with the camera and he focused some scenes from the whole tour.
But in the 60s we were very lucky here in Belgium. Many bands came here. I've seen Pink Floyd for the first time in 1968 in Brussels. Absolutely, I've seen them again in the 70s and in 1984, if I remember well, in Schaarbeek in the Parc de la Femme. And last year I've seen Roger Waters at Fox Palace in Antwerp.
I've seen
For his Us and Them tour. I've taken a big ticket. I've paid €250.
It's worth it.
But I was on the second row, in the middle,
So you went there earlier?
in front of the, yes, absolutely. And when Roger Waters came down the stage at the end of the show and hit the hands, I have the chance to hit the hands. Hello. Great. And Neil Young comes this year. You know Neil Young?
Neil Young, yeah, of course.
Great.
Well, there's
Great Canadian musician. Yeah.
In Brussels even now, but I'm just a student, so I'm not attending. But I saw also Springsteen, I think.
An immense artist, and he comes in May, I believe, at Fox Palace. I'm going to look if there are still. I'd like to see him again. Last time I saw him, it was in 2008 in Rockwerchter. It is one of the biggest festivals in Europe, rock festivals in Europe, in Flanders, not far from Louvain, Leuven, where I was born. Because you have Louvain, Leuven in Flanders, and you have Louvain-la-Neuve that has been created when the French speaking university has been, they had no choice than to move to Wallonia because Spanish didn't want them no more there. Also a stupidity of Belgium.
Yeah, they are really divided.
Yes.
Even young people. I think I thought they were joking, but when I met Spanish people are saying, no, we learn French because we want to be united, but French speaking people they say, no, but that is not useful. And that's so not nice. We should even be united as a country.
Yes.
The motto of the country is unity. Unity makes power. How can that be if you're not speaking?
That's right. Dutch is only spoken by 20-25 million people in the world. It's more.
But it's a nice language.
In the Netherlands, in Flanders, in some former Dutch colonies like Suriname, and that's all. So, when Belgium was created in 1830, French was the only official language. And Spanish have fought for recognition of their language, of Dutch, because Spanish is not Dutch. Spanish is a country language, and there are 6 or 7 different Spanish country languages. I speak one of Flemish Brabant, but I don't understand the one of Antwerp, of Brugge, of Cannes, of those. They are very different.
The Dutch from Netherlands, do you understand each other well?
There is not a problem. There is not a problem because in the 60s was created the unified Dutch for Netherlands and Belgium. But in the 90s, Flemish have made some reforms that weren't agreed by the Dutch people. So now, the Dutch that's spoken in Flanders is different from the one in Netherlands. And it goes so far that the TV shows from Netherlands that I subtitled here in Flanders, and the Flemish TV shows are subtitled in the Netherlands because they don't understand each other. Flemish and Dutch people prefer speaking English together than Dutch. Incredible, eh?
But for me, I thought that French accent, Belgian accent and French accent would be different. But when I came here, I realized that the bigger difference is between Dutch accent and Flemish.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dutch people speak more like English.
Yeah. But
While Flemish people, it is more wrong. So Flemish they speak rolling their R's, what in fact Dutch people don't do. I say that Dutch people speak with the it is the Flemish word, Dutch word for mouth. Flemish people speak with Dutch people speak with the hot potato in their mouth. Because
I don't think it's so close actually. But when I started learning that, it was so funny because I know a little bit of German and I know English, so I was like, I know this word. I know this word, but it's weird there. It's weird.
Of course, these are German languages, and you have similarities between the two, between German, between Flemish, Dutch, English, of course, and even with the Scandinavian languages also, Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish.
Yeah, for me,
you find sometimes, I recognize sometimes words of that languages thanks to English or Dutch or German. Good day. In German, they say Guten Tag, and in Dutch, Guten Dag or Dag, and in Swedish, it is Tak. K-A-K, Tak, Tak. So it is similar. You can understand that.
Polish and Tak and
What does it mean?
Oh,
yes, Tak, good morning. Bonjour. In Dutch or in Flemish, Dag or Guten Dag. In German, Tag or Guten Tag. And in English, good day, of course. So it is similar for your hearing. But of course, I don't understand a Danish or a Swedish or Norwegian speaking really. I understand some words. It is the same in Greece. I can still read modern Greek, but it is very different from ancient ones. Yes. So I understand, of course, the names of the cities and so on, the road and okay, but when Greek people are speaking together, I don't understand a single word. They speak very fast, and there are some pronunciations who are different from ancient Greek, from what we've learned. Because absolutely, we don't really know how they spoke. The B, the beta. Modern Greek, they say V for them. Barbaros, it is Barbaros. So the first time we went to Greek, I pronounced the B like a B. The Greek people didn't understand me. And so I discovered the differences of pronunciation between ancient and modern Greek.
It's a big difference.
Absolutely. Agios Nikolaios. They say Aios Nikolaios. Heraklion, the capital of Greece, it is Heraklio, because the eta is pronounced I.
Yeah, actually, like, you tell me what it is, right?
We're going that way, to the highway.
I've been in Nivelles only for a second before, but I haven't seen the nice part.
Yes, but on the central face on the Grand Place, there is still more beautiful. There is the Collégiale Sainte-Gertrude. That is the most renowned monument of Nivelles. It has been the building had begun in the 8th century. And it was hardly severely damaged during the bombings of 1940 by the Germans. The whole center of Nivelles has been almost completely destroyed.
Oh, is that the one that only had its roof taken and the rest remained? I heard it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It was a miracle and all that.
We live in a small house of 1870. 1870 of the 19th century. Yes. Because in that time there was a big industry and the bosses, they built cities for their workers. It was not philanthropic because the workers had to pay, of course, for that. But so the workers were centralized but far from their job. And the companies already also had shops where the workers could buy what they need for eating, for heating and so on. So the money they receive for their work returned to the company in another way. You see? The trusts are not a recent invention. They exist already since a long time. No, never. No, please. Yes, one time, but it was very short. It was a small incursion on the border with France.
Oh, okay. So near where I live, actually.
Yes, we were with holiday in Golfe Juan, not far, a bit between Cannes and Nice.
Okay.
And so we went to Nice. And from there we went to the border, to the Italian border.
To Ventimiglia?
Yeah, Ventimiglia, absolutely. And that's all.
Do you ever go to Poland? I think, because some people from Poland are really depressed from Charleroi, so you can just go there spontaneously. And well, of course I recommend my city, but it's beautiful. Krakow.
And where is it?
It's Krakow.
Krakow, yes.
It's beautiful, and in the summer you have a lot of green space to walk by the river. There's also the Krakow was destroyed in the war, like Warsaw has. So don't go to Warsaw because it's just like a modern big city. It's not interesting because it was destroyed during World War II, the capital city.
Has Krakow not been a former capital of Poland? Yeah, okay. My memory is too good.
It should be the capital. I will agree, because it's far older. Right now the buildings are older history, there's culture, and also the most intercultural city. Because it was